Good morning, you beautiful peeps. My name's John and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about shells, specifically this one from Fat Bodies. A lot of you out there have asked me to actually do a video on shells, and quite frankly I've been putting it off because I don't think I'm going to be very good at it. I don't know why. I mean, I've spray painted my real cars without issues, well, a few issues, but I really wanted to do one off camera first before I then showed everybody else. But what's the fun in that? So I will get around to it on camera without a shadow of a doubt. But I know a lot of you out there are either concerned that you don't have the skills to do it or just won't bother because it's too much hassle. You've got to buy the shell, you've got to put the covers on the windows and stuff like that, you've got to spray paint it, you've got to pull the stickers off from the windows, you have to, I mean there's so many things that you have to do and not everybody wants to do that. And that's why for the past 6 months I've seen these shells available for sale that are complete-ish. There's a few things that you have to do to it. But I haven't bought it because I saw the price was around $13 and I'm like, they can't be very good quality at all. So I've been putting it off, and then just 2 months ago I went, buy now, picked one up, and it arrived a couple of days ago. And I have to say, I'm very surprised. Very surprised. I'll show you now. Let me just put all the studio lights back on. Okay, lights are on. I haven't got the blue mat and everything out because I don't think I'm going to need it today. Although I am going to be doing some drilling. If I need it, I'll grab it. Right, this is the Fat Body shell. It's very cool, and as I said, I will be doing it at some point. It comes with the rear spoiler stickers and whatnot. But that's going to one side, because I have to show you this. This is the stickers that I bought for I believe it's a Ford Fiesta. I know it should be a Ford Focus with these stickers, but I've only got the Ford Fiesta, okay? And these are for like a 1/16th maybe, 1/18th, I don't know. Anyway, I've heard a lot of people moaning because the shelves that they received were in terrible condition by the time it had been sent. Some people have just received it in the plastic bags and then obviously it's all been beaten up and whatnot. This one, however, was packed very well. Let me show you. I think maybe I should move this up a bit. Cool. Now this is roughly what it was packed like. I have obviously taken it out to make sure it wasn't damaged and then put it back in to show you guys. So, lots and lots of that. Get rid of that. There was, the rear wings. Looks like there's two choices. And then this was on the bottom, so you had that there. It was sellotaped around so nothing could move around, and you had the bubble wrap over the top. So very impressed, I do have to say. So good job. Now, I've just seen there's some tape there, that must have come off. Now, you see one of the main benefits from buying a car like this, and that is it's already painted. It's already been done for you, and I love that fact. It's a great cheat, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. It has this here, I've done. I must have done that when I just chucked it in there. That's my own fault. You have the cover on here, so this can be pulled off, he says, once he grows some nails. Yeah, I'm going to have to grow some nails. We'll get the wife up. Oh, there we go. So, you have the cover on, but I'm going to leave that on just for now. Put that to one side and open this up. There are obviously no instructions with it, but I assume that the rear wing goes on the rear and the wing mirrors go on the wing mirror side. I actually don't know what the other bits are for. I really should have looked at this. So, what have we got? Screws, love that. Lots of screws, really love that. What do we got? Wing mirrors. So, how are my, oh, one came off anyway, so that's nice and handy. That side. Like that? Something like that? I don't know. I'm not putting my wing mirrors on, put it that way. Don't know what that is. Maybe should I take it off? Oh, windscreen wipers. Windscreen wipers. Such attention to detail on this thing. That. This is something. That's something else. That's the other one of those. This is something, and that's something. I assume that these are... Is it a double wing, maybe? No, singular wing. Singular wing. So, what do you reckon? No. It's got to go that way, doesn't it? So, okay. Does that go like... Man, why didn't they give instructions? Do they not know that I'm doing it? Seriously? I reckon. That looks about right, doesn't it? Which would then leave that to go like that. Or like that. Like that. Okay. Because then if you see here, let me put you back down. Da, da, da. If you see here, see how there's a little bit more of a gap there. So you can angle your rear wing. Like so. Which is pretty cool actually. Which one do we like? Which one do we like? That surely can't be like that, can it? Ew, I do not like. Yeah, baby. Okay, I see that they've actually done the indentations for the screws to be drilled out there, which is also very nice. So if we assume that that goes like that, and then that like that. Actually, that's pretty cool. I do like that. Right, let's get the shell out of the way. I'll just show you the shell on that. Obviously, it's not going all the way down because these pillars are in the way. We'll put the pillars on in a minute. Let's get some screws out. Just pull them all out, see what's here. For the money, come on, you can't beat that. And there are some of you out there that are gonna say, John, there's a spelling mistake. I know, alright, I do know. Niasen. Yokohamd. And, oh, I mean, it just goes on, doesn't it? Motnl. Bridge stores. I mean, like, seriously. This is obviously done for copyright purposes, but when it's whizzing past you at 60 kph, you're not going to care, are you? Honestly. It didn't bother me, and it just looks damn cool in my opinion. But it's only my opinion, yes? You may have your own opinions. So, how do we say? We're going to try it like that first. Something like that. So are these different or are these the same? Yes, they are the same. Da, da, da. This wasn't very good, was it? Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's all well and good having an opening intro for making a nice cup of tea, coffee, and then the coffee makes your hand shake. What do you reckon? There aren't shorter ones, unfortunately, so you're limited for what you can do. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's my magnetic one. Not that one. Yes. Just let me know in the comments below if you think it's better with the blue mat or without. Angle it up and down. Oh, it's very cool indeed. There does seem to be two different threads, I believe. Or is it just my eyesight? Just my eyesight. Alright, that one like that. That one like that. And then on a side note, but still sort of keeping with the sort of racing theme and cars and whatnot, I've always been into Formula 1 games, love them, always have done. And as my kids have been growing up, I've been whipping their ass constantly without issues. Last night, my son Joshua from Norway decided to send me a quick message saying, "Dude, I want to drive F1 2020. So I jumped on my racing seat with the steering wheel, and he's driving with controller. And we went and did the first qualifying session, and he was quite far ahead of me, but I hadn't driven for absolutely ages. So I then decided to move to a track that I knew he wasn't very good with, and I knew that I was a little bit better. And he was 2.8 seconds faster than me. 2.8 seconds. It's not a little bit, that's actually quite a lot. And I'm both proud that my son is now improved and better than me, and absolutely mortified. So once I've done this video, and once it's edited and uploaded to YouTube, I'm going to be spending the next 2 days on my F1 2020. Because I just can't be having that. I mean, I do have traction control off, ABS off, and everything else off. So I do it all myself, but still incredibly impressive. And with the controller, it's so much harder with the controller. So he's done so well. So Joshua, if you're watching this video, hate you. I remember that when they were growing up, I played the Battlefield 1942 to start with, and then on to the Battlefield, what was it, 2, and then 3, and then 4, and I was still able to beat them with the Battlefield 4, but now they've just surpassed me as well. And then I play Fortnite with Colin and Sebastian, 12 and 17, and the 12-year-old just owns everybody. To practice, he goes into a squad, which is teams of 4 as a solo by himself, just to practice. He says it's the best way for him to get better, fighting against 4 people at once. These kids. What? Right, there we go. Rear wing done. Let's see if it fits on those marks. Not at all, because John's done it the wrong way. So what we're going to do is... Actually, I'm going to have to do this on camera because it may not be that way that it goes. I'm thinking that if I just swap these around, but that looks like it could be too far in. It could be that this bracket needs to go the other way around, but I don't see how that would fit very well. I mean, it will fit, but let me quickly see. I think that may be wrong. The only way to find out is to try. Apologies for the sound outside with the lorries. The building works next door are getting a frantic pace, and they are plastering the whole outside of the building today, but I wanted to get this video done. Not because I have to practice on F1 2020, but because I like to have it done before the day. This will be released on Friday, and it's now Wednesday. let's just check before I do this. That one, and okay, welcome back. And as you can see, the wing's suddenly done, and that was the reason that it took me 10, 15, 20 minutes of again messing around, and I still couldn't figure it out. I was looking like a right plonker. So I stopped both videos, I went downstairs, had a look at the pictures that weren't very good at all, but I managed to kind of figure out that this is the way it goes. And let me show you this in detail. It's really important that you see this. The thing that was catching me out was this little thing here felt like it was in the way, but if you see the way it's been put together there and on both sides, and I show you in detail, that's the way the brackets are supposed to go. Okay, so with the screws on the outside and this thing on the inside like that. I didn't see the point of adding this footage for you all to go through 20 minutes of me just scratching my head not knowing how it works. So it just made more sense to just figure it out off camera and come back. Okay, now some of you are going to want to know dimensions, so let's have a quick look at those while we're here. I'm going to do it from the center wheel well roughly to the center wheel well at the other side, so around 260 from what I can see. And then let me do it on this car. This is the 1/10 car. So we have 162. So yeah, that's pretty much correct. And the body fits the width really well. And the width we have 295. Maybe that's what they meant by the 190 then. And if you look at the actual shell when it's sat on, there's the wheel there. And there's the wheel there, so it fits this car really well. This is the Pirates, ZD Racing Pirates TC10, but it's only 1/10, it really should fit. So, okay, so as you can see, the holes are there, and it now fits them. So, sorry for wasting your time at the start concerning that, but it's more important that we get it done right. Excuse the mess. So I now need to do a little bit of drilling now. Doesn't need to be too big, does it? Maybe even that's a bit big. Okay. Nice of them to have the holes there. Better to use a smaller drill bit so that if it is slightly off center you have the opportunity to line it up a little bit better, but I think this will be alright. And that's why you leave the plastic on, because then you can scratch that rather than. Cool. This does it as a sad. I must admit, I'm a little less concerned with this shell versus the Fat Bodies one, because you make a mistake on them and €25, especially if you've already painted it and whatnot, it's a lot of money, isn't it? I mean, €13 is a lot of money and you need to wait a lot longer for it, but it doesn't seem as drastic. So, what have we got here? 4 screws. It's quite nicely. Try not to scratch it up now that the cover's taken off, of course, but it is me after all. I haven't tightened up all of the screws on this, so it's given me a little bit of flexibility for lining up these holes first. You can put washers on this side, give it a little bit more strength. Undo this edge a little bit, it feels a bit tight. My light went off. Oh well, I'll do without a light then. Ladies and gents. Look at that wing all pimped up, peeps. Love it! Love it! I really don't want to do the wing mirrors, but considering what they've done for everywhere else, that they've already made the holes, it makes you wonder why they haven't done it for the wing mirrors. And I'm not going to be doing these. You know, they've got the fake ones there. I'm happy with that. I don't see the point of drilling holes for the sake of it, but I'm not doing these. I really don't want them on the car. All they're going to do is tear off, and they don't particularly line up. Oh, they do. Yeah, ignore me. So, but I assume that the thickest part is... You're just going to have to put a screw straight through. Okay, right, now, how do you mount it onto this? How do you line them up? How do you think it shall work? I don't know. I have an idea. Whether it'll work or not is a different matter, but let's see. First job is to get a rough idea where you want it. And for me, that would be about right. Just what you need to do is look from sort of the top down and make sure that you can see both sides of the wheels roughly the same amount, and that it's lined up, which it isn't there. Now it's lined up. Okay, so roughly there. Now, how do you mark it? How do you mark it? I have decided to go down the route of nail polish. I just suddenly thought, is nail polish going to eat at it, but it should be alright. If it does, then it's going to save me drilling the holes, isn't it? Little tip in the centre. I need to be very careful with this part, make sure it's all lined up before I drop it down onto the pillars. So I'm going to stand up, rolling over that Right, I think that's right. Yes, so push down just a little bit, lift off, and then let's see if that worked. Look at that. Dot there, 2 dots there, dot there, dot there. Very good. Again, just use a small one to start with, and then you can just make sure that everything's lined up, but these two actually look like they're on the right points already. Cool. I'm a little bit unsure about these. Those two look pretty much the same, but they're certainly not lined up, are they? Is that eating away at the... No, it's not, but I'm going to be very careful with that. Right, I'm going to just do that again for the rears, because I'm not happy. I ain't happy at all. Little bit more. I wonder if I could use a permanent marker, whether it would just dry too quickly. What do you reckon? Probably dried too quickly, wouldn't it? That worked out actually okay. You see the blue dot there and the blue dot there. So I'm going to drill those slightly larger. Now it's all just about taking your time. Do it bit by bit. Don't go rushing it, please. Have a look at that. You can actually see the nail polish coming through. So we know that that is correct, and it's definitely central. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to move this across just a little bit. Just do the last one. That looks really big, doesn't it? It's exactly correct. Oh, little bit more. Some people do recommend to use a little bit of masking tape over this. It's the way that they do it. This does have the plastic on it, so I'm not too worried. Voila, ladies and gents, looking good, huh? Nice. Right, now, those bloody rears, let's have a look, shall we? Oh, yeah, I've messed it up, haven't I? Look at that. Let's just try a sighter. And it was that. Get off. Okay. Now that the front one's in, I can actually turn it upside down, can't I? And get some idea if I'm anywhere near. You know what? Pretty darn close, I have to be honest with you. Do not do what I just did. It got caught on the plastic, which is bad, very bad. Let me show you. So be very, very careful of that. I should have known, that was silly of me. Oh, I don't need that one there anyway. Okay, so now you can see, there it is there, and there it is on that side. So we know that we're in the ballpark. What's happened is as the plastic twisted, it pulled the drill bit in that direction. So from now I'm going to be deliberately pulling it in this direction. Okay, to be honest with you, I'm not happy about the one that I messed up. It's definitely too far across this way, so the last one I'm just going to literally move it the other way. That's nice. Oh, look at that. Sorry. Take that down one more. Sorry. I like that. What a transformation. What do you think? Oh, that's very cool. Very cool indeed. Nice. Not exactly hard either, you just need to be a little bit careful, a little bit systematic. Let me just grab the old shell. Now, I will warn you in advance, if you haven't seen this already, you could potentially throw up at this, so make sure that you're either near a bathroom or that you have a bucket to hand. Are you ready? Oh, God, isn't it horrible? So it goes from that to that for €13, 12, 13, 14, I don't know. We'll have a look and I'll put it in while editing. Very, very cool indeed. Now the front wheels, as you can see, are quite central on that camera, but I've just noticed the rears are going to pinch a little bit, but it's much better that the fronts have enough steering left and right than the rears, so I can just take a little edge off there, so I'm not really worried about that whatsoever. It's much more important that the front wheels can turn left and right. So should we take this off? Oh my God! Look at that! What do you think of my Niasen? Oh, Morten. I love that, I really do. What a transformation, and I'm definitely going to be using this car a lot more now that I've got a decent shell on it. They did have lots of different sizes and whatnot, so just make sure that you measure the sort of the width and the wheelbase and whatnot to make sure it fits the car that you wish. I was hoping it was going to fit the WO Toys 124019, to be honest with you. And I have one here. And as you can see, it's just a little bit too small, unfortunately. I mean, if you want to go start hacking it and whatnot, you can. I just didn't think it would. I don't know. Maybe it would look great. I do not know. But again, they had different sizes and whatnot. So all of the links for these cars are in the description below. Please use the links. It does help me. It does help the channel. It costs you no more, but I get a little bit of commission and I end up buying stuff like this that I bought with the money that I earned off the commission for the affiliate links. So it does help me a lot for the channel. So thank you to those that have used the links, and hopefully there will be more that use the links in the future. This is the alternative wing that you could have. I mean, like, am I missing something? They're all the way over there. Where's it supposed to attach to? Ah, is this the front splitter? No, surely not. I don't know. No, it can't be. I was just looking if there were any screw holes there, but there's not. Maybe it's supposed to go that way? Like a Batman? I would never have that on here anyway. So there you go, ladies and gents. Oh my god, that is so lovely. So if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as well, and hit that notification bell. Make sure that you select all so that you're alerted of all my videos, and I'll catch you next time. Take care of yourself.